Greetings, boys and girls. My name is Aridin Kane. Today, we're in search of acid. Acid is a common resource in small quantities, which is a problem if you need a lot of it. Today, we'll discuss several methods for obtaining acid, whether you're a high-level vet or just getting started in Fallout 76. Now that you know what we're doing, let's get started. You obtain acid in one of three ways. You find items in the world that you could take and then scrap at a workbench. Take out creatures that will drop acid as loot. And finally, use extractors to harvest it for you. For new players, finding items to scrap is more viable as they might need more power to take on the more powerful creatures for the other methods. Here's a quick look at some of the items you can find to scrap into acid. The good news is that most of these items are abundant in the forest where new players start. A few essential items here to note are the fertilizer, Abraxo cleaner, the chlorine, antifreeze, and the coolant. These are some of the more common things to look out for. Let's start with our first location, the Wixon Homestead. It's located south of Vault 76. Let's go ahead and fast travel there. Here we are outside the Wixon Homestead. And we're just going to head to our southwest, and you'll see a little gardening shack right there. We're going to pop inside. Let's get our light on real quick. Or maybe I just turned the light off. Nope, that is on. So we've got bags of fertilizer here. We're going to grab all of these. What am I missing? And I think that's 12. And then, just to be thorough, we're going to head over to this red barn. And on the second floor, going to ignore that coolant bottle because it's empty, so that gets us nothing. But the antifreeze bottle will give us 2 more acid. So that is going to do it for the Wixon Homestead. Next, we're going to move on to the Silva Homestead. It's on the west side of the map, north of the Nuka-Cola plant. All right, outside of the Silva Homestead, we're going to go forward a little bit and then off to our right. There is a small shed that has an antifreeze bottle. We'll grab that. And then we'll head back over to the actual homestead. You'll be fighting ghouls here. Over here in this shed, there is a coolant bottle there, and a Abraxo cleaner. And then over here on the forklift, there's another coolant. Power armor if you need it. And then the final little part of this, and the piece de la resistance, I said that right, is right here. Let's get our light. Dang. Daytime. It's still dark. Under this table, we've got an Abraxo cleaner. We'll grab that. And then another antifreeze bottle. And then 5 bags of chlorine. And then we're going to head upstairs. And right over here is a 6th bag of chlorine. And that's going to do it for the Silva Homestead. The next stop is going to be familiar to even the newest players, as it's one of the first places you go right out of the vault. I'm of course talking about Flatwoods, which is located right up here, south of Vault 76. Going fast travel there. So there's Flatwoods directly ahead of us. First thing we're going to do is turn to our right and go around the back side of this house, where we will find a bag of fertilizer. Let's grab that. Then we'll move on to the next house. We'll come right over here and we will grab a bag of chlorine. And then the next house will go around the side under the back porch. There's a makeshift battery. Moving on into Flatwoods proper. Gonna head to this first house right here. And then on the ground is an antifreeze bottle. And then up on the top of the shelf is another antifreeze bottle. Then heading out to the main area. At this house with the gate on the floor is another makeshift battery. Back out at the main road, we are going to go to the back of this trailer and grab a coolant. And coming back the way we came at this little garage, stuck on something. We have another makeshift battery. And then we're heading for the gas station, the Red Rocket station. Inside, we're going to find an antifreeze bottle on the shelf. And then over on this other shelf, we'll find a coolant. And we'll head back outside. And around this hedge to the west there, if you come up here, it's a little community garden area. On the ground under the shelf is a bag of fertilizer. And then we'll find 3 more bags of fertilizer in this little shed. Now you could head off over to the Vault-Tec Agricultural Research Center, but there's honestly too much fighting to make it worth it. That's going to cover scrapping items for acid. Before we go on to hunting monsters that drop acid as loot, we need to talk about the events. There are several events that are super helpful in generating acid. Moonshine Jamboree is a super chaotic event, but you'll get upwards of 80 acid from taking out the gulpers there. Then you've got a colossal problem where you'll take down Earl Williams. During the event, he spawns a ridiculous number of Wendigos who drop Wendigo teeth, which scrap down into acid. Even for new players, these are amazing. Grab yourself a group and a weapon for tagging Wendigos and Gulpers. Higher level players will generally welcome you because that's how we roll in the Fallout 76 community. Now, one more event I don't see anyone discussing is the Path to Enlightenment. It's a great event, especially for low-level players. You're hunting fireflies and rad toads for bioluminescent fluid. Fireflies' abdomens scrap into acid. You can quickly end with 25 to 30 of them, and it can efficiently be run solo. No group is needed. Now, there are a lot of creatures that we can farm for acid. These include cave crickets, Snallygasters, Yaogwai, and Grafton monsters. If you're interested in Grafton monsters, I recently uploaded a video that details how to farm them. I'll post a link to that in the upper right-hand corner right here. I'll cover cave crickets and Snallygasters as they are found in larger quantities around the map. I'll also do a separate video soon covering Yaogwai farming. I'll also post a link to that one when it's completed. Go through these locations quickly as they're mostly self-explanatory. Our first location is going to be Tanagra Town. It's located on the east side of the map in the mire, and you'll see it's lined up with top of the world there. So we'll fast travel to Tanagra Town. So here we are at the Tanagra Town spawn point, and we're just going to head straight ahead up this path. Now beware that there could be a roaming kind of higher level creature. And actually there he is, the hulking mega sloth, but it could be a deathclaw or some other stuff too. So we're going to just avoid that for now. And what we want to do is head right up this branch to this trailer bus. Now, a lot of people have problems with this. So I have a bit of advice. Don't run. Just walk nice and easy and you should be fine. Because if you fall and you're not wearing power armor, you're done. See? Walk. Take it easy. So once you get to the top of this thing, just kind of jump up here, and then you'll see a cave entrance. And inside, we're going to have a total of 10 cave crickets. I don't know how many that was, but we're going to go with the other ones first. think that is all of them. So we got 6 waste acid. Actually, let's just take everything. Make it nice and simple. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be all of them. So we'll go ahead and grab all of that. The beauty of this location is you can server hop this as many times as you want. So moving on, and still sticking with the cave crickets, our next location is going to be the deep. It's to the west of the White Springs Resort, and you'll see it's right here, this little mountain icon. Go ahead and fast travel there. So we're just outside the deep, which is not over there. It's a little cave entrance just right here. So we'll go pop in there. And inside, we will pretty quickly find cave crickets. There's one. And where's our other one? There he is. All right. So there is more waste acid. Notice we got 8 on that one. Let's go ahead and grab this one real quick. And another 7 on that one. I think the range is between 3 to 8. I've never seen more than 8 on anything ever. So the part we have to deal with right here that I don't like is that we have to swim. I don't like swimming in Fallout 76. It's terrible. Go this way, and then this way. We get to a deep part. Don't go that way. Go this way. And then we should come up out of the pool. And with any luck, you see this. Very nice, cool area. So we're going to head forward. And you can already hear a cave cricket. There he is. There's another 6 waste acid. And if we head through this little cave, there is another cave cricket. Another 8 waste acid. That's super nice. There's 5 more waste acid from that cricket. And I think we have 1 more. Oh, there he is. So this cave has 6 cave crickets total. You can server hop this as many times as you want. So that's going to do it for the cave crickets. Let's move on now to the Snallygasters. We'll start in the Cranberry Bog. It's in the southeast corner. And we're heading to the flooded Trainyard, which is right here. It's to the east of Watoga. So at the flooded Trainyard, you can expect to find a total of about 7 Snallygasters, each of which will drop acid. So we're just going to head into kind of the main area over here. And there's a Snallygaster straight ahead. 2 of them, in fact. So one thing to keep in mind is that you are going to take rats here. So if that is a problem for your build, then you'll have to find some way of dealing with that. So we got a total of 10 waste acid out of those 2. And then we are going to continue on looking for Snallygasters. I think there's usually one stuck in this building. Yeah, I can hear him. Oh, and watch out for those traps. Yeah, it seems like there's always a Snallygaster stuck in this building. Oh, nice. We leveled up. So that is a total of 3 so far. And so basically you just want to go around this whole place. And there's another one. total of 8 waste acid from that one. And then usually I'll come around the side of these train cars. There'll be a couple down here on the side. Oh, I just saw one. So I think that's 5, and there's 6 and 7. So another 8 waste acid from that, and we already got the acid on this guy, right? Yes, we did. Okay, so that's going to do it for the flooded train yard. Our next location is going to be up here a little bit at Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. It's just to the east of the top of the world. Go ahead and fast travel there. Okay, this one's super easy. They're just right there. You spawn, there's Snallygasters there, and you take them down. All right. 3 Snallygasters. So let's see what we got. A total of, what is that, 17 waste acid from those 3? That's not bad. Final location is going to be Hemlock Holes. It's up here in the north part of the map, still in the Toxic Valley. You'll find it's to the west of the alligator. So go ahead and fast travel there. Now here we are outside Hemlock Holes. We're going to come into the parking lot here and pass over this fence. There's kind of a lot going on in this location as it pertains to acid. So what we're doing is we're heading directly towards that crashed vertibird. And you'll see right there are 2 Snallygasters. So we'll go ahead and grab the acid from them. 16 from those, that's pretty nice. Now if you look off in the distance, there's also a Grafton monster who drops acid. And we will take the acid that he has. So he's got another 5. So having to come to this location is a pretty perfect segue. Because if you head towards this power substation, it's actually a workshop that has 3 acid deposits. So all we have to do is go in here and take out the ghouls that are inhabiting it currently. Got these 2 here. I believe there is another one. Yep, one more. And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to claim this workshop as our own. So once we've claimed the workshop, what we can do is go into our build mode right there. So we'll put 1 acid extractor there. And we'll come over to the other side of this trailer. We'll drop 1 there, drop 1 there. And then what we can do is chain these 2 together with copper wire. And then if we jump up here, we can go to our generators. And you'll need some way to power these for this to work. In my case, I'm just using the big boy generator because that's what I have. So we're going to plop that right on top. Going to run a wire from there to there. And we will run a wire. There we go. So we have now 3 powered acid extractors. So what will happen here is every 3 minutes or so, these extractors will pull in 1 acid. So over the course of about a half an hour, each of them will pull in 10 acid. It'll keep doing that for you as long as you come and keep emptying the extractors every 30 minutes or so. That is a nice passive way of getting acid when you're out doing something else. If you're looking for great ways to spend all the acid you got from this video, I've got 3 videos lined up that will show you how to farm different types of ore that you can use with all this acid. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.